Well, I'm back. Good morning. To answer your question about war and wars and what did the ancestors think about wars, um, they, I'm going to tell you what they explained to me is that they don't have a perception. They don't have emotions. They are in, they call it regional four. Regional four is, when you think of a region, you think of an area, right? But it's an area of consciousness. In an area of consciousness, in area four or region four, there's no emotion. Emotion is a physical, I guess, a thing. It's a physical thing. Is part of the physical, to have emotions, to have feelings. When you feel something physical, all that, after you die, right after you die, you still think you're alive. You don't realize you're dead. So you may have some emotions still, not like we do now, and you may have very, 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 very almost non-existent feeling because you don't have a physical body anymore. You disengage, and when you disengage, you don't have a physical body. There's still a connection to the physical body until the physical body reconfigures, such as the case with incineration. When people they incinerate their body, it's just ashes. Cremation is what it's called. The same thing happens when an animal gets eaten by another animal, it immediately reconfigures. Now, domestic animals, we tend to bury them and do the same thing we do to ourselves. So it takes longer to, let's put it this way, to disengage completely from the physical body. So yes, cremation is a lot better, or if you get eaten by an animal, than if you get buried and all this shit, because you still have a connection to the physical body. Not a connection like we do now, because you don't have any feelings, and it may be very small. And so that's why in any case, when people say they talk to your mother, your dead mother, no, they didn't talk to your dead mother. They talk to your energy. Well, they didn't talk to your energy. They read your energy. They were reading your energy. And so you have energy, and I can read your energy. And if somebody is, unquote, psychic, they can read your energy, okay? People that are very intuitive, actually all of us can read each other's energy, so it's not like the other person is so special. That's another point about humans. We tend to elevate everything else, and that's why we discount. When you elevate another person, you discount yourself. So we tend to elevate angels, gods, movie stars, singers, everybody, scientists, whoever it is. Our parents, we elevate other people, and that's very discounting of ourselves, and that's why we are in the mess we are now, because we are a mass of people that discount, themselves. Now, when I started talking to these essences, I realized, wow, I was discounting myself. Not as much as other people, but I was discounting myself. Okay, I was a while ago when I first moved in this area. Anyway, I moved. I didn't have a washing machine, so I have to use the laundromat. And there was a lady from India. No, it was India. I was just sure India or Pakistan, one of those. Very nice lady, spoke English perfectly. I guess she lived here a long time, like me. My husband was from Pakistan too. I'm not sure if Pakistan or India, one of those. And I don't remember which one. So she said she was doing the laundry. She has a lot of laundry. She was folding a lot of clothes. She used all the dryers of the washing machine, and I was chasing her like saying, "Did you leave one for me? My God, what are you fucking doing?" And she said, "Oh, she's doing," and I can see all men's clothes. I said, "Oh, you're doing a lot of clothes. Everybody's clothes." And she said, "Yeah." Anyway, to make it short, she told me her husband has these grown kids. And by the way, she must have been a little younger than me. Who knows how old he is, because his kids were like, they look like they could be, I don't know, 40, 30s, in the 30s maybe. And here she was washing everybody's and folding the sacks and doing everything and folding it. And I said, wow, who clothes is this? And she said, my husband's sons. I said, how many does he have? He said, 3 sons. And they're here, and they came not too long ago to the United States. They work in a gas station. I don't know if they own it, or I think the owner is friends, but they're not. They own the freaking thing. So anyway, well, they don't own it, but they work for their somebody friend from Pakistan. Excuse me. And I said, wow, you gotta do that for 3 men and your husband and then yours? And especially then, where can they do the laundry? And where are they now? Because, I'm nosy. I talk like that. She said, well, they're watching TV. I said, they're home watching TV? She said, yes. I said, and wait, you don't work? She said, yeah, I do work. But let me put it this way, Sherry. Even if I did work, I wasn't gonna do no fucking clothes for anybody. No way. My son helps me to do the clothes. Actually, it's mostly him who does the laundry. Okay? Very rarely I do it. When I do it, he helps me to. So, no. I cook, so he does the laundry. But 4 grown men, 1, 2, not my kids anyway, they work, they were healthy. No fucking way in hell I'm gonna do that. Well, that's discounting to the next level. Do you understand? To the next level. We discount ourselves all the time, and this is a different video, so I'm not going to get off topic here. But just to show you how humans, they always put in somebody on a pedestal, or they just discount it simply because they feel like, okay, he's my husband, he works, he supports me, whatever, I don't know, whatever. And now I got to do for his kids. Yeah, well, I'll do it for him, not for his kids. You know what I mean? The buck stops there. I'm not going to do it for his kids. But anyway, so we're discounting ourselves all the time. And so I got to be careful because I get off the subject easily. But especially when it comes to discounting, it's something that I learned, that I was doing it. I wasn't doing it to that level, but I did it. I did it with many ways. And one of them was my oldest son. That was his girlfriend. Then they got married, and she's very nasty to me. And I took it because I didn't wanna. In my mentality, I didn't want to create problems for them. I wanted him. I didn't like her even as his wife, but I figured, well, he's happy with her, so that's his thing, or at least it seems that he's happy. I don't know if he's happy, but I don't want to get, even if he's not happy, he has to be to him to discover. I don't want to say she's not good for you, but so I took shit. She was very nasty, and I took it. And looking back now, I should have never fucking take it, because many things, she just was very instrumental in him not, we separated, not talking to each other anymore. So, he wasn't going to talk to me anyway, so may as well I just told her off, right? So, anyway, never again, Sherry, never again. If anybody has the balls to even say anything to me, they better be ready for what I'm going to do and say. I'm not going to do any physical, I'm not going to hit them, but I will put them in the right place, and especially because You know, the funny thing is, now that I don't discount, now that I work with these essence, nobody discount me. Nobody does. And I don't discount myself. And people don't disrespect me. And you know, the people that are not in my life is because they weren't supposed to be in my life. You know, and once you change, everybody disappears. Everybody moves out of your way. You know what I mean? It's just energy. It's just, yeah, you attract like, you know, somebody like you. You know, if you love yourself, people will love you. If you respect yourself, people respect you. I didn't respect myself, so I found this type of people in my life. In any case, going back to the war. So these essences have no emotions. They have no perception. Everything is a perception here. Perception, and you can write this down so you can get it really, really in your head. Perception is how we create. Okay? In other words, you create with perception. And this is something I keep just, I don't know, drilling on people's head, people that work with me, to remember this, to understand it, to get to the point where, because if you don't understand that, you continue to create shit that you don't want. Okay? So perception is one, the way that you create with perception. Now, perception is influenced by beliefs. Okay? Now, what are beliefs? Beliefs are all started when, as soon as you're born, you believe everything your parents tell you, whoever tells you anything, you believe it. Until you're about the age of 7, maybe a little, some kids are, I don't know, kids now, the alpha kids are very, very quick. They don't, you know, they probably do it when they're 4. They start believing the shit. But the average, my generation, your generation, all those past generations, they probably until they were 7, they were believing all this shit. And those, they call attachments, meaning even though you think you don't believe it, you believe it. Like when people say I'm not religious, you are religious. It's one of the parts. Let me put it this way: the physical reality, this physical reality. One of the things, part of the physical reality, we have a blueprint, and its beliefs is one of them. Time is another. You understand? Dominance is a very, very, very characteristic of this dimension. But not everybody is dominant, trying to dominate another person, but everybody is religious. Everybody has beliefs. Every single human being. Now, you're not going to get rid of beliefs. No, you're not going to get rid of beliefs, but you can accept them. Accept them. And when you accept beliefs, you, what is the word they use? They said it was, you relax them is the word, relax them. You understand? So when you relax them, let me put it this way. They told me that there was only a few, and I believe, I don't know how many, 2 or 3, that they were able to bend time completely. Bend time and space. I don't know, very few. And that's because they relax the beliefs. You understand? They couldn't get rid of them, but you can relax beliefs. And you're able to, bend time. And you know, you can do it too, but not to that extreme, you know. It's like people that are, there's another video anyway, we're talking about that talk to the actually dead. And when I say a dead, I mean somebody who already knows they're dead, okay? So when you die, as soon as you die, you remain here, I believe it's like 3 days, okay? I think it's 3 days. I'm getting confused with it. I don't think it's 3 weeks. I think it's 3 days. I gotta go back and check my notes because I write down everything. Yeah, I think it's 3 days. 3 weeks would be too long. Anyway, 3 days. They're remaining here. Their energy, because you can't talk about people that are non-physical. You are physical and you are non-physical. The non-physical part of you, right, is the one who remains. The physical doesn't remain. You understand? Only the energy of you that, you live like deposits, and that's called energy deposits. You live when you die. So I can go to your house and say, "Oh my God, I see your father, and he did this and that. He's telling me this and this and that." I'm not talking to your father. I'm reading an energy deposit, because everybody that died leaves an energy deposit, or they call it philosophy, but is, their point of view in life, or whatever. In any case, so they're in regional 4. When you die, you're still in regional 1. We are regional 1. And after you die, you still go in regional 1, because you still believe you're creating objective imagery. Once you remember you're dead, now you're in regional 2. Okay? And then I'll explain more about that if you want to know. And then after regional 2 is where you share all your beliefs. All your beliefs, they believe, absolutely all the beliefs. You cannot leave them right away, because it'll be traumatic. It's like me telling you, "Oh, hey, Sherry, you're sitting with me and all of a sudden everything disappears. The wall disappears, everything disappears." You will have a panic attack. It will be very scary. That everything disappears around you, the walls and the ceiling, and all of a sudden everything is just static. It would be horrible. So that's why when you die, you continue to think you are in your house, doing things, cooking, whatever. Little by little, you transition into regional 2. When you're in regional 2, little by little now, you start to detach, just shed all the beliefs. That my daughter is, it's not your daughter, it's an actress. You don't have family. These are all, just make believe. It's a video game. They're all you can say it a movie, and you're all actors. So you start to realize this and more. And actually, they told me that most people like to remain in area 2 for a long time, because they enjoy the physical. They just don't jump into non-physical that soon. And some of them, they continue to go. Others like to check out the dimensions, non-physical dimensions, all this stuff. So it's really cool. Anyways, now going back to, so that's why essences cannot tell me what is good or bad. They don't have duplicity. They don't know about good or, not that they don't know, they don't have that. They don't have duplicity. You kill somebody, for them there's no duplicity, there's no bad. You don't, because non-physical, you can't kill anybody. Only physical in this movie, that, people die, oh my God, forever, I will never see you again. These are all the movies, so they don't have that. We do have it. I'm not to say that you go kill people, because we do have it, and it's going to feel real. And yes, yeah, it is. And in a sense, we believe, remember, we believe that we have consequences if we kill somebody. Now, if somebody didn't have any beliefs, and they were physical, or at least not that many beliefs, or at least they don't have a belief that there's anything wrong with killing somebody, there probably nothing happens to them. It will never anything happen to them. But most of us, we have a belief, and we'll create it. Because remember, you create with beliefs. Whatever you believe is a perception, right? And you create with perception, and perception is influenced by belief. So yeah, you're going to create something because you believe that it's bad. But if you didn't believe, but I'm talking about really, really, really believe, then nothing will happen. Right? Now, they are not not even suggesting or encouraging anybody to kill somebody, But I'm just, they're explaining to me the way it is. And yeah, if I kill my cat, I'm going to be horrible. I'm going to feel horrible, 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 because it's part of the beliefs. The cat didn't die, he continued to live, but I have a belief, and some beliefs are stronger than others. You know, I have also guidelines. I don't know. I have my guidelines may not be your guidelines. You know, but I honor, and they 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 yeah, they told me that you gotta honor your guidelines. You know, whether it doesn't matter if they're prudish or doesn't matter what it is. You know, I have my guidelines, and there's certain things I'm not gonna. Yeah, I mean, I'm soft. You know, so soft is an orientation. So we have soft. There's wait. There's soft. Intermediate, common, soft, and intermediate. Yes, yes. So those are. I always forget what is focus. Oh, yeah. These are orientations, I believe. So an orientation is you have three types. You have soft, you have common, and you have intermediate. And common is 84% of the population are common. Me, soft, we are. No, it's 87%, 13. I don't know, it's something like really. Wait. No, I'm sorry. It's 80% is common, 13 is soft, and 7 is intermediate. That's everybody. So one of the things about softs, and I'm gonna do a video about the different ones because maybe you can identify one of them and honor it. Because in my case, I never care about sex. Sex is not important to me. I don't even know why I got married. I made the man happy because they never had sex. It's not my thing. I mean, and they explained to me it's because soft, they don't really care. Soft, their passion, they use it on other things, not on sex. And so they explained to me that humans think that passion, they see passion as sex, sexual act or whatever. And passion is many things, and I have many things that I'm passionate about, and one of them is not sex. So it's boring to me. It's just like, oh God. No, since I was a little girl, I was like that. I don't care. But if I think about something, oh God, it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? And I see it as, okay, I have to. I don't know. It looks like people do a lot of things just to get a little sex. I don't know. When you just be someone, forget about it. You just have to appear. I don't know. Like, it's so much work, because when I was younger, it would be like, oh God, I gotta. They say we're gonna go out to eat, right? I meet a guy. He invite me to eat. What happens if I get gas? Now I gotta hold it. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I would get bloated and everything. It's just too much. Or I have to say, appear like this feminine woman that is so interested in what you're talking about, and I just not worth it. So forget about it. I wouldn't do it. And then when I got married, it was so boring. Come home, go to work. The husband comes home, you cook. Nah, I don't want to do this too much. I wanted to play video games. I didn't want to fucking cook. And you would say, well, that's a bad wife, right? Yeah, I've been a horrible wife. I don't like to cook. I don't like that shit. But I would do it for my kids. I'm a terrible wife, a wonderful mother. That's the way I tell myself, because I was there for my kids. I cooked for them. I spoiled them. Whatever they said, I didn't believe that you have to tell the kids what to do. Let them do whatever the fuck they want. So I let them do whatever they want. They want video game? Okay, play video game. You don't want to go to school? Okay, don't go to school. That's the way I felt. And you know what? They tell you, don't do that to your kids. Well, no. My oldest son is 40-something, and you know what? He got a wonderful job for many, many years He's an amazing job, and he's a wonderful father and husband. Even though I don't like the wife, he's wonderful. He's good to his kids and his wife, and he's wonderful. No drugs, no alcohol. So I guess it works the way I raised him. He let him have whatever he wants, right? In any case, now going back to war. My opinion on, like I said, the Essex don't have. I asked them, is there going to be a war? I asked them, and they said, is there going to be a civil war? I asked them all these questions, and I don't really care, really, because it's my son. My son wanted to know, like, is that going to be something? What is going to happen? I don't care about what let them kill each other. I don't care. I really don't. I'm more interested in this. So I think, my honest opinion is that it's a distraction for other things that they are doing. So they play the game. It's like when you confront someone and they start yelling nonsense. You know what I mean? I see that a lot, that people scream and everything when you confront them. You know what I mean? It happens to me with a person one time, a long time ago in California, where he was, I'll tell you another story, but I don't feel like talking about it here. And that's with my ex too. They were screaming when you confront them, but they did something. So they start screaming. It's like, you ever see a dog that is trying to fuck with a cat? And then I saw this video. The dog is trying to fuck with the cat. And then when the cat finally runs after him, he starts screaming bloody murder. Right? Yeah, screaming so he stops to distract him. So, the dog's not doing it to the level that humans are doing it, but he's trying to distract so the cat, noises. If you want to scare an animal, noises. It will scare them. It's too much for them because they can hear like 500,000 times more than you do. In other words, when I say hi, I scream, you hear hi, but they hear it like wow in their head. So that's where they go like. You ever see you drop something and the cat or the dog, the ears, and it's like or screeching, right? That's why. And so I think it's more of a distraction. So I don't even pay attention what they do. There's gonna be one. Is it gonna be a one? I don't know because I don't care. I think it's probably not gonna be one, and I'll tell you why. We're going through a shift in consciousness, okay? And what happened, people are becoming aware, more aware. And then we're going to remind me to do a video about awareness, what awareness means. People think awareness means like, oh, yeah, well, I'm more aware that the prices are going up. No, that's not awareness. So, I'm more aware that, I don't know. It's not awareness. It's not without, awareness is within. So I think it's more of a distraction. I think there's a lot of things that are happening now, but especially some things that are happening now that are, I have my opinion and I don't think it's right, but I don't pay too much attention because my attention is making sure that I am okay physically, that I follow the teachings of these teachers that I have, because I'm going to share with you like stuff that they gave me. So I want to create more money in my life, to be content, to buy my house, the things that I want, and I'm working on that, and physically feeling well, feeling good. My animals are doing well. My son is doing well. These are more important to me than these people out there doing a stupid thing, mean things. Because, like I said, one of the characteristics of this physical is dominance. They want to dominate other people. They want to dominate other countries. It's dominance. So it's always been like that, and this is coming to an end with this shift in consciousness, you cannot dominate another person. And that's where you see the shit before it gets better. Like I said, before it gets better, it gets worse. You know what I mean? And so you're cleaning house right now. So all the roaches and the bugs and the dust and the shit and the smells are all gonna come out when you start cleaning house. And that's what it is for me. Shifting consciousness is a cleaning. It's a cleaning house where they're not gonna tell you what to do. There's not gonna be money in the future, by the way. So it's gonna be wonderful. But before these people lose power because they've been controlling a lot of people for many, 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 many years, for decades, almost centuries. Well, I would say millenniums, because there's always been some kind of the Romans, something, it's always somebody, some cultures. We've always been dominated by other people, right? Humans. So this is an end. This is an end for that. So people become hysterical when they're losing power. And they're going to lose it no matter what, And one of the things that is you got to keep in mind is that the shift in consciousness is affecting every single person, no exceptions. And the shift in consciousness means that you become more aware. Now, what is becoming more aware? One of the things of becoming more aware is that you feel. In other words, signals from your body. You let's say that before maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, you talked to me and you were talking blah 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 blah, and my body was sending me a signal. And the signal was maybe my stomach hurts, I get hungry, all these things, right? I can't breathe, but I wouldn't feel it. I ignore it, right? Because it was very soft, the signal. So, then I go home exhausted, and I don't even know why. Now, if you talk, or if I talk to a person, and that person's energy is really, really, in other words, not that it's bad, the energy, but it's very negative. And when I mean negative, I mean it just doesn't agree with my energy. You understand? It doesn't agree. Some people I just feel like vomiting. No, seriously. Like, if you say, like, well, that's funny, but no. Actually, I feel nauseous. So now, if I'm talking to someone, all of a sudden, I remember that I got my stomach feel no good, that I feel a little hungry, and I didn't pay attention. Now, no more. I cannot ignore it. I have to stop talking to the person, because if I don't, first of all, I will probably faint, I will throw up, I will have fucking, I joke with my son that I will have like convulsions, so I have to fucking stop. And I don't give a fuck how they feel. Like, they would talk and say, I don't even, like, before I would go, okay, well, anyway, nice talking to you. And the person continued to talk, and, okay. And then I will feed, I give it more fuel to the fire. The person is talking, yeah, I remember that happened to me. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then the person continues, and I'm not feeling well, I'm not continue, and I don't know how to say goodbye. And then, okay, but anyways, and then the person doesn't let me talk, so I can't get a word. When people talk and you can't get a word to say, I gotta go. Right? And you're okay, I gotta go, and they well, then I gotta go. So I can't do it now. I walk away. Oh God. I know a few people thought, like, okay, what did just happen here? She was talking all the time, she stopped and left. What the fuck happened? And I lost people. Well, they weren't friends. If a friend gets bad because I do that, first of all, a friend will know. I don't have friends. I have one right now that knows exactly everything about these essences. I share with him all the information these essences give me, and he has day and night, the person he was and the person that is today. He's unbelievable how he changed, because he take it seriously, what this essence tell me. And so he's instrumental in me connecting with this essence. I do an energy exchange. He asks the questions while I'm receiving the answers. So he's doing really, really good. But he's the only one. I will probably be your friend, Sherry, because you seem to think, we think alike. So, but it's hard to find somebody, and I'm not looking for somebody out there, because I don't want to meet people and tell them. I don't tell anybody what I do. I don't tell anybody nothing. People say, "What do you do for a living?" I say, "Nothing." And I've been doing this for ages, decades. I've been doing this, and I don't tell people. Even when I did my YouTube, I didn't tell people, because I don't know. People, it's not important that I tell people, and I don't even know how to tell people. I mean, do I tell them I'm a channeler? No, because channeling is totally different. What you think channeling is, it's not channeling. It's a psychic. No, I don't like the word psychic. It sounds so cheap. It sounds like those 1-900 psychic. So I don't like the word psychic. Intuitive would be more, but now everybody's using the words intuitive reader. So I don't like any of these words. So I can't say these essences that I speak. This teacher told me that I'm a medium, a medium. So I guess you could say, and I like the word medium a lot better, but still there's a lot of people out there that say they're mediums and they're not. So it's very, all that words, all this that I've been doing with these essences is so cheap and out there, you know what I mean? So any word that I use, anything that I use to describe what I do is just going to cheapen it, because you already have a mass belief about this. Nah, I don't want to know psychic. I don't want to know those names. But so I can't say. So I don't have friends, like I said, and that's the reason, because you have to get away from everybody to do this the learning. But anyways, so the signals are very strong, and when I started to feel strong is when I mean strong, I mean. Yeah, it will knock you out, take you to the hospital. We'll send you to the hospital, an emergency room. Is horrendous. Why am I going to lie? I can't say, oh no, it's beautiful. No, for me it was fucking horrendous. Because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because eventually everybody's going to have this. Everybody. They told me that we'll get to a crossroad where everybody will be the same. So that's why I want to do these videos and explain to people, if you get anxiety, what is anxiety? What is pain? Don't. Nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna die. Everything will be okay. But you just gotta do these methods that they taught me. So yeah, that's a. So eventually, these people that are trying to control humanity, all the people that are trying to dominate all the people in mass, all these things, they're all going to have the signals like I did. I still have the signal, but the difference between me now and me then is that the signal will knock me out on the floor. Now they don't, because I know what is happening. Like if I'm doing this video and I start to feel something weird, I'll stop it. I don't give a fuck. I stop it. I know what to do. But before I didn't. By the time, I didn't know what to do. I got a word somewhere. Remember what I told you, Sherry, in one of the comments? One of the videos that you comment about it, that I said that the pain is only one span. Like this, look. That's pain. The reason you feel pain on and on and on is because you stay in the signal. That's what they told me. Don't stay in the signal. In other words, don't continue to say, I got pain, oh my God, I got pain. We tend to do that, to stay in whatever we're feeling. It's giving it a lot of attention. Where if you have pain, you feel the pain, right? Get up, go to another room, get out of the house, whatever, go do something else, it will go away. It will go away. I always say this, and people laugh, is that if you want to know if I'm telling the truth, and you have a toothache, and you take a hammer and hit your toe, the toothache will go away. because now your attention is on the toe, in the toe that you just hit with a hammer, right? Uh, I'm not telling you this because they told me. I'm telling you because I put it into practice and it works. Not 1%, not same, not even 100%, million percent it works. Okay, so I'm gonna start giving you all the methods that they told me, and it works. It works like a charm. So saying that, all these people are gonna get this. They're gonna be in bed. They're gonna be like pass out in bed. They're not gonna be able to get out of the bed. Why? Because they believe in doctors and pills and this, and the doctors are going to be in bed too. So everybody's going to be feeling this, I'm telling you. Now, how many know this information that I'm giving you, Sherry? Not too many. You know why? Because these essences should be out there. The entire world should know, but they don't let people do that. They block the information. They, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And also, but mostly, it's not that they block the information, because I'm giving you the information, and I can, I'm making I'm trying to start my webpage. I'm trying to figure out what company to do it with, so that once I started, I know that if you do a website, you can do the hosting. You can get a hosting, right? But every 2 years you have to pay it, and that's the thing, I'm working on it. Anyway, because they raise the prices. You get it for 2 years at one price, and then after 2 years is over, they raise it. So I'm trying to see if there's a company that say we're never going to raise it. It will always be the same. Or, we give you, I don't know, we raise it 20%, let's say, no? Now it's 500%. So, I'm working on it, so let's see what happens, because I'm working on a lot of things that I'm so excited. So everybody's going to feel this, right? And even presidents, even people that you think they're in charge of the world, they're going to be disabled. This thing will disable you, I'm telling you. I always been the pioneer. People tell me, Ma, you were ahead. Even my son said to me, you were ahead of the curve. And people always tell me that I was, words that they describe me, people, where everybody described me as complex, unorthodox, ahead of the curve. Because everything that I felt, I started feeling it in the 90s. It started getting worse and worse and worse until it got unbearable, all these signals. And so it's very important for you to share it, to know this, just in case, because they told me that everybody's going to be at a crossroad. In other words, everybody's going to feel this. Some people first, it was an agreement. It's an agreement that I would be one of those people that would get it first. I wasn't the only one. I know a lot of people feeling it. And then, and then another group will get it later, and then another group, and maybe the last group, And so I doubted, Sherry, that these people that are trying to dominate other people and killing each other and everything, they're going to be able to withstand the signals. They're not going to, no pill will do it. No pill, nothing, because also the energy keep raising and raising. It's like they raise the volume, the essences raise the volume and raise the volume of energy. So and I'll explain that in another video, but this is something that you, non-physical, only get about 90, I don't know, maybe 10% of whatever your energy is. The only energy that you're able to withstand physically is like 10% of your energy, because you're non-physical. So you are, you're an energy, you're an essence. But you in this physical body can only take maybe 10%, but it's raising more and more. I don't know what my percent. I don't even ask. I never ask my percentage. What is my percentage now? But it's probably like 20% of the total amount of my energy. And I don't want it really. I just, people think, oh, you're going to be aware. No, this is, I take it easy, little by little, because taking more of your energy is, yes, you can't take all of your energy. You can't take too much. Your body won't be able to take it. Your body will disintegrate, so you can't take it. But you're going to be doing it, and everybody's going to be doing it. But we're doing it slowly, gradually. The thing is that every time it raises the energy, you feel it. And you just got to go, okay, you got to be balanced. You got to be laughing. You got to be doing cool things. You got to be centered. And then you don't feel it as bad. It doesn't feel as bad, because I have a feeling and I say, oh, okay, I don't feel as bad now. But I've been doing this work. And the reason it took me so long is because I didn't know it. But you getting the information in these videos, it would be a piece of cake, All these changes would be a piece of cake for all of you. As long as you have the method, you'll be okay. I'm talking about these people out there that don't know. These people that's fighting and arguing, and they want war and they want to fight and everything. They don't know. They don't know this information. See? They I don't know if they take medication or whatever, but they don't know this information. And this information is critical. So I doubt it they'll be able to get to a war. I doubt it very much. They're not going to be able to send people into war. These people are going to fucking faint. They're going to pass out. They won't be able to take it. You can call it whatever you want, but they're not going to be able to, no. Who are they going to send? They're going to have to go themselves and fight, because people are not going to be able to do it. Not for too long. So more and more you see people falling. You can blame it on people falling sick and pulling there. You can blame it on all these things, but it's actually, the signals are very strong. Right now, when you look in history, where this Civil War, the Revolution, the French Revolution, all these wars, right? The independence of the United States. You see how this men fought? I look at that and I go, wow, I would have neck pain. The guy cannot do it now. They would faint. They can't take it. Not because they're weaker, it's because we're going through a shift in consciousness. And what happened is the signals are very strong, as severe as it's like that dog. Remember the dog that I told you, and the cat and the animals, that if I scream, it bothers your ears, but okay, nothing, okay, she's screaming, you can take it. Some people don't bother them that other people screaming, but this dog and the cat or any animal, they will just screech. You can see the suffering in their eyes, their face, when you make a noise, and it's not even a strong noise. That's why when they give you some kind of like a horn that you carry with you when you go what do you call that, hiking, because in case you encounter a bear or a lion, that is scare the animal. They run like, I've seen lions, mountain lions. You go the horn like, and they fucking run. So it's the sound. So imagine this happening. It's happening to all of us. I mean, I started already a long time ago. So no, there's not going to be none of that. There's not going to be no war. I doubt it very much. This is good luck to them. They're going to have to go themselves and fight, because people are not going to be able to do it. And yes, I don't know what else I was going to say, but I hope that was sufficient. And yeah, so don't worry about words. And that's my opinion, okay? That's not the essence that's saying that. That was my opinion, that I don't think it's going to be able to do it. There's other things that is coming and is happening, but I think those signals are really strong. Yeah, it's fucking strong. So I have compassion for guys, and I have compassion for people, but yeah, it's all of us are going to go through that. Anyways, I think I answered the question. I don't know, but let me know if you have any other question. I really love answering your questions, sharing, okay? And you're helping other people, because when you ask questions, maybe in a few months, a year, somebody will come and listen to it. thanks to you, because if you don't have the question, then I probably won't think about doing the video. Okay, and this could help a lot of people, especially people that are afraid that it's going to be a war. Don't be afraid. It's not going to be. You just it's not going to be World War III. It cannot be. You understand? It cannot be. And plus, there's other things that I know, and then like the shift of consciousness is happening because it's happening. You can ask, it's already happened. In other words, if you want to look at it, the way already happened. So we're just passing through the already happened. Okay, so in essence, we already know. We already went through we already passed that point. But we just living it now is maybe not. I know you understand what I'm saying. That there's no past and there's no future. That everything happened at the same time. But at the same time, it's already there. It's law. It's law. So the shift is happening because it's happening. It doesn't matter. Don't you think some human they think they have power because most people discount themselves and elevate other people because they have money. Oh, they are powerful. They have money, and so that's why it's not going to be able to happen. It's not going to happen. The masses can give them power, but they don't have any power. Okay, at least no more power than you. So the essences in collectively, all the essences, all the families, they are doing this. They're doing the shift. Okay, we are doing it together. So it's nobody that's gonna, and they all agree. There's, physically they may say, I don't know what you're talking about. Physically they may say, what essence? What are you talking about? You can say all that as physically, but not physically. All these physical human beings, they are essences. You understand? And they had an agreement that we're going to have a shift. So what they say physically has nothing to do where they agree non-physically. I used to do that. Now I'm getting more and more and more aware. That's part of the awareness, what I was talking about, being aware of self. Well, now I'm aware that, yes, I know the non-physical and the physical. Well, before I would say, I don't remember doing that. Why is this happening? I didn't do it. No, I didn't want that. Yeah, you did want it. Okay? You didn't want that job, so you lost it. Don't cry that you don't have a job. You didn't want it. So you're more aware of this. But non-physical is another story. You see? And I'm going to remind me to do that. To write it down and remind me, because this is very interesting part of non-physical, which is what you want and what you desire. And let me tell you something. It happens to me. I thought I want something, and there was a blackish. And I thought maybe something I did wrong, but it wasn't. It was me non-physically. I will black it because I wasn't supposed to do it. Okay? So have a wonderful day. Thank you, Sherry, for your questions.